Welcome back, folks, for a new episode of Leaked. The Russian and the North American servers got the 9.7 patch this week, and the EU server should be getting it next week. But with each new patch toward the tanks, the game directories has a bunch of new hidden stuff, so files containing vehicle stats and models are added into the game, but does not exist on the live servers. So with Tank Inspector, we get to see these models and play with them, as well as comparing the stats with other vehicles already in the game. So today we get to look at the T-3485 Rudy, the Object 244, the FE201, the Krupp-Steyr Waffenträger, and the Berlin event vehicles like the Berlin IS-2, the ISU-122S, and the Cromwell. So a bunch of new vehicles that we get to play with today. And here is the T-3485 Rudy. So it's like the Fury EZ8. So it's from the fictional Polish TV series for Tankman and the Dog. So, alright. It's basically a T-3485. It has the dog as a radio operator. So the crew is 4 men and a dog. He's a 5 men. So you can see the handprint and the paw print right here. Here is the paw print. That's cute. So, nice. Oh, the dog print is not on the gun barrel. Where's the paw print? Oh, come on, guys. Put the paw print on the gun barrel. So, alright. It's basically a T-3485. So, compare it with the T-3485. Here it is. So, you can see that this tank will cost 3,550 gold. It has the same penetration, same damage. Almost everything is the same. But because of the dog, it carries a little bit more ammo, so it carries 8 more rounds of the 85mm. Has better aim time, better accuracy other than traversing of the hull, and better chassis traverse. The engine power is not as good, so power to weight ratio is not as good, but that's a trade-off for better terrain resistance, so that's good. Alright, has the same health and weighs a little bit less. It makes a lot more money because the repair cost is less than the T-3485. So this is a premium tank, not a special tank like the Stoke 4. Has the same matchmaking, so sees up to tier 8s. Has better view range by 5 meters, but radio is not as good. Yeah, about the same. So it's basically slightly the same as a T-3485, but with a dog instead of a radio operator. So you can see there's no radio operator right here. And if you compare it with the actual T-3485, yep, the dog replaced the radio man. So that's funny. Alright. Switch. And let's see the Object 244, which is the stock IS at tier 6. So we'll compare it with the... Let's just take a look at it. So here is the Object 244. It has the same armor as the IS, so 120mm at the front, 90 at the sides, and 60 at the rear. So yeah, it's an IS. Stats wise, yeah, penetration is crap for a tier 6 heavy tank, 144mm. Ooh, that's garbage. Damage is crap. DPM is alright. 200 more. Reloads pretty quick, but it's a crappy shell. Carries less ammo. Shell velocity is still pretty fast. Accuracy is decent for a Russian. So aim time is alright. Accuracy is pretty good while traversing. Gun depression is not that good. Turret and chassis traverse is pretty good. Engine power is pretty crap. Power to weight ratio is pretty crap. Terrain resistance is pretty crap. Top speed is good, but with a crappy engine, I doubt it you'll ever reach the top speed. 14 kilometers per hour reverse, which is decent. Tank has less health than the average tier 6 heavy tank. Ugh. Repair cost is mostly the same as a tier 6 heavy. Huh. Same matchmaking, less view range than normal. So in my opinion, because of the repair cost and the below average aspects of your gun and mobility, the Object 244 is likely going to be a special tank instead of a normal premium. So this is likely a Stoke 4. So it's like a crappy tank at the same tier. It doesn't have the normal credit making capabilities as a premium tank. I don't know yet. So this is more shaping up to be a special vehicle like the Stoke 4. So let's compare with the IS stock wise. Here's IS. And we cannot compare with the gigantic gun. So here's the crappy gun. And the armor is mostly the same. So that's out of the question. The stock engine is better on the IS than on this tank. So yeah, 600 horsepower in comparison to 520. Gun is the crappiest of crap. Yep, the accuracy is a little bit better than the IS, but less gun depression. Ooh. Mobility is, yeah, way awful. View range is not as good. So yeah, it's like a stock IS at tier 6, but the armor is based on the IS, so you might be able to troll a few shots with the armor. But the gun is pretty much crap, so yeah, it's like a Stoke 4 in my opinion. Alright, enough of this tank. It's disgusting. And let's look at the FV201. So the new Facturian. Here it is. So it's a Facturian with less armor for a heavy tank at tier 7. It has 100 gold, so this might be a special tank again, like the Object 244. It has a Centurion turret. So universal tank. It's not the Centurion turret, that's a Centurion turret. Alright. Armor is god awful. 76mm at the front. Already covered this vehicle. 51 at the sides with space armor, so and 35 at the rear, 38 at the rear. So the turret is only good parts of the armor, so go haul down. Alright, has crappy penetration for a tier 7 heavy tank, but yeah, what do you expect? 17-pounder gun. Damage is not that good, but 2200 DPM, which is above average. Reloads pretty fast, carries a lot of ammo, go spamming it. Accuracy is alright, 0.37. Accuracy while shooting and turning is pretty good. Good gun depression. Good turret traverse, 37.5 degrees per second. That's pretty fast. And 28 degrees per second for the hull. Power to weight ratio is that of a medium tank, a slow medium. So yeah, play this thing like a super medium tank. Top speed is not as good. Terrain resistance is also not as good. Better view range than average. Crappier radio, but whatever. Normal matchmaking up to tier 9. And almost the same repair cost as a tier 7 heavy tank. So I expect this thing to be a special vehicle than a premium tank. So this is likely going to be a Stoke 4 again, like the Object 244. So this tank has a lot of health, like the Tiger 1. Alright, and weighs pretty decent, almost 30 or almost 56 tons, so that's good. So it's basically a Facturian. Alright, play this thing like a Centurion and use the turret. It's a 17-pounder gun though, so it's a 17-pounder gun. So many 17-pounder guns on British tanks. Ugh. Alright, and let's look at the Krupp-Steyr Waffenträger. It's tier 7, I remember. Here it is. Here is the Krupp-Steyr Waffenträger. Now they do put the metal buckets as a collision model on your tank. So when you're trying to turn your gun, bump, here's the buckets for your driver and looks like commander. It's a 4-man crew, so here is the gunner, here's the loader, here's the driver, and here's the commander. So these two metal buckets covering the heads of these two crew members prevents your gun from swaying and trying to trace targets or lead your shots. So while you're leading your shot like this, buckets prevents you from firing on target. So that's funny. Alright, it's a tier 7 premium tank. It costs 100 gold, so that's placeholder. It has 88mm L71, so 203mm of penetration, which is pretty good for a tier 7, but the damage is crap. DPM is below average, module damage is below average, reloads pretty quick, so it's like a Tiger 1, carries 50 rounds. Shell is pretty fast, and accuracy is almost laser-like, so 0.31. Decent enough traverse accuracy. Gun depression is 8 degrees, surprisingly, so that's good. And I think it's 8 degrees. Oh, it's actually 8 degrees all the way around. Is it? Huh, it's 8 degrees all the way around. I thought it was 8 degrees only on the front because of the sloping of the armor, but it looks like 8 degrees all the way around, so that's good. Power to weight ratio is crap. Top speed is alright. Traverse is pretty fast though. Turret traverse is decent, 33.4 degrees per second, with a hull traverse of 40 degrees per second. Terrain resistance is above average, so that's good. Health is below average. Weighs only 14 tons, so this is a featherweight. Repair cost is way better, so this tank will likely be a premium tank as opposed to be a special tank like the FE201 or the Object 244 because of the repair costs. You can see here, right here. So this is likely going to be in the shop. That's good. Normal matchmaking and above average view range. So considering the recent TD nerf to the view range, this is actually pretty OP because 380 meters is pretty good with binoculars and camouflage net. So let's compare with the Rheinmetall Borsig because it's mostly the same. That's what my impression when I first reviewed it with my leak videos. So if we're going to compare the Rheinmetall Borsig, we have to use 128mm. So yeah, it has almost the same power to weight ratio, better hull traverse by only 2 degrees per second, same top speed, almost the same reverse, almost the same terrain resistance. So penetration is obviously less, but accuracy is way better. So 8 degrees of gun depression is also better. Huh. You can see the gun depression is 8 degrees all the way around with the little thing, the chart. Huh. I didn't notice this chart before. Huh. Alright. And better view range. The radio is still pretty good. So yeah, so basically this is a Rheinmetall Borsig at tier 7. Yeah, must buy for me, must buy. Alright. And let's take a look at the special vehicles for the Berlin event. So this event celebrates the 70th anniversary of Hitler's downfall and the unconditional surrender of Nazi Germany. So here we have the ISU 122S. So it's basically a ISU 152 stock at tier 7. It looks like it costs 4,750 gold. Special markings with a Dushka. Holy crap, this tank looks nice. Yeah, here's the log. That's awesome. And a bunch of crap on the back. That's amazing. Man, this is a very good looking tank destroyer. Alright, let's compare with the SU-152. It's basically the same thing, but this thing has more armor because it's based off the IS instead of the KV series, where the SU-152 is based on. So the KV chassis is what the SU-152 is based off, and the ISU is based off the IS. So this tank has a little bit more armor at the front, 90mm instead of the 75. But the rest of these stats are mostly the same, so that's good. The gun acts the same, alright. Same accuracy, a little bit better accuracy while moving the vehicle, and better hull traverse, so that's good. Same power to weight ratio, same top speed, a little bit better terrain resistance, same health, same weight, Repair cost is less. Same matchmaking. And a little bit better view range at the cost of radio range. But is this a premium tank? It's better than the SU-152. Huh. This is a must buy for me. That's crazy. Alright, this is a pretty good tank destroyer. Pretty good. Now, if this thing is able to carry the 152mm and able to fire high explosive anti-tank rounds, then this is pretty much OP. But let's look at the IS-2. There it is. So here is the special marking on the IS-2 for the event. It has a Dushka. This tank looks almost the same as the one for my intro, so that's pretty crazy. It's almost an instant buy for me. Holy crap. That's a sexy looking tank. And let's compare it with the IS-2. The D25T. Oh, classic 122mm. So same stats other than the shell velocity, which flies 20 meters per second less. So accuracy is the same. And a little bit better gun depression. That's good. Has a little bit better engine power, so power to weight ratio is better. Top speed is not as good by 3 kilometers. And brake force is less, so harder to stop. But it weighs this, it has the same health and weighs a little bit the same, almost the same. Alright, repair cost is better. And same matchmaking. And same view range. And radio range is not as good, but who cares about radio? So this tank is a better IS-2 in my opinion. And it's buyable for 5,250 gold. So I still don't know if these Berlin tanks are actually premium tanks you can buy from the gift shop or reward. But it's a pretty good IS-2. So if it is buyable, I'm definitely buying it. So it's a pretty good IS-2. Holy crap. And to top it all off with the Berlin Cromwell. So it's a tier 6. And here's the Cromwell. We compare it to the normal Cromwell. And alright, looks like the Mark V 75mm instead of the Vickers 75mm HV. Which gun does it have? Mark V. Wait, it has 145mm of penetration. The Mark V has only like 90 or something like that. I played the Cromwell, I know. What? It uses the Mark V, but it has the same penetration as the Top Gun. Yeah, it used this gun, but it has the same penetration as the Top Gun. Is that an error? I don't know, okay. It costs 3,450 gold. Special markings, that's crazy. I like these markings and the junk. Like the spare road wheel and the toolbox. Holy crap, fuel tanks. Yeah, this is a sexy looking Cromwell. Jeez, alright. Let's see the stats. So penetration and damage wise, the same. Accuracy is the same, but a little bit worse than the normal Cromwell while turning the turret. And turret fully traversing. Okay, so it's turning, but the hull traverse is way better. 50 degrees per second. What? Okay, mobility, better hull traverse, and better terrain resistance. No cost to the engine power, and no reduction in power to weight ratio. Wait, whoa. 50 degrees per second with crazy, 0.479 in comparison to 0.86? Whoa. Okay, it's like building on what makes the Cromwell pretty awesome. The Cromwell is known for mobility, and that tank is pretty fast and annoying to play if you're in a heavy tank like a KV-3. This thing has 50 degrees per second hull traverse with crazy terrain resistance. It's like building on top what makes the Cromwell so good. This thing is even more OP. It has the same health, Alright. Same weight. It costs less to repair. Same matchmaking. Same view range. And same radio. A little bit better radio. Holy crap. It's a way faster Cromwell. This is a must buy. Holy crap. These Berlin vehicles are OP. Crazily OP. Yeah, holy crap. You see the mobility? 50 degrees per second traverse on the hull. No reduction in penetration because I have no idea. It uses a smaller caliber, or not the smaller caliber, it's a smaller barrel, 75mm gun. The Mark V. He said the HV, Vickers HV. What? That's crazy. Yeah, must buy IS-2, must buy ISU 122S, must buy Cromwell. Holy crap. Jeez. And here are the maps for the Berlin event. So here is Berlin. It looks like Stalingrad, upside down Stalingrad, or Ensk. Alright. City map. Here is Paris. So it has the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, it looks like Nuremberg on the side. So sideways Nuremberg. And here is a map called Czech. So it's obviously referencing Czechoslovakia. But I don't know if this map is in the Berlin event. I know that those previous two maps are, but this one is shaky. So it looks like, I don't know what this looks like. Huh. 3 avenues of attack with cover. Another version of Ensk. I don't know, but it looks like it has cover in the middle. Maybe the new Overlord map. Kind of like that. Alright. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. But if we can buy the Berlin Cromwell, the Berlin IS-2, as well as the ISU 122S, these tanks are pretty much premium tank versions of tanks already in the game, but better. Like, the Cromwell is obviously way better than the normal Cromwell. 50 degrees per second traverse on the hull, as opposed to 36 degrees per second. And way better terrain resistance. It cuts the terrain resistance by half. Yeah, it cuts it by half almost. That is nuts. This thing could fly around KV-3s like none other, and those tanks will get so pissed at you. It's crazy. And it doesn't suffer from the lack of penetration. So, what? Yeah, buy this tank. Definitely buy the Cromwell, and definitely buy the IS-2. I don't know about the ISU 122S, but that tank is still pretty decent. So, Jesus Christ, I might have to buy gold. I don't know if these are reward tanks or actual buyable tanks from the gift shop, but if you can buy these, definitely buy them. If these are reward tanks, try to earn them because they're pretty goddamn good. So, yeah, I'm definitely getting the Cromwell. But thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more World of Tanks stuff. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, whatever. And as always, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.